Growing up on Green Road brought me a lot of stories to tell you. And this is another one. My dad, grew up on a little, it wasn't a farm, but it was like a farm. They had a barn, they had animals and everything else. And as the story goes, my mom and dad decided to move out to the farm when I was 2. I'm the middle child. Because they wanted to have the most influence in our lives versus like subdivision and neighborhood kids and everybody else. So they took us out to the farm. Well, my dad built an addition to this farmhouse that they had, and he called it the dormitory. And in this dormitory was a bunk bed, 4 other beds. We each had a bed, closet, desk, everything right there, all in one room, with a super high ceiling that we used to swing ropes from. We played basketball in this room. The room was so big. But you know how he had us heat it? It used to be heating oil. And then he decided we can do this with firewood. He installed a firewood boiler, so to speak. In other words, it heated the water that went through the pipes, and it was hooked up to a firewood contraption. What does that mean? That means for us boys to stay warm, we had to put firewood in this furnace, which was basically burned firewood, not coal, not heating oil, firewood. So let me tell you something. You would stoke that thing and make it so hot, we still froze our butts off. But it taught us something. You know what? If you don't want to freeze, you got to cut firewood, you got to work, you got to put the firewood, you got to build the fire, you got to get up in the middle of the night to make sure there's wood on the fire. A lot of lessons there. But you know what? I'm glad I heat my house with natural gas. This has been the Bulldog. I hope, how can I mess this up all the time? As the Bulldog says, every dog has its day. I hope tomorrow is yours.